Planned Parenthood is an organization. They do not have a right to receive federal funding. They receive federal funding because policymakers in the past believed that because of the services they provided, they were worthy of federal funding. I believe they have lost that right, that they have lost that privilege because of what these videos have revealed. And so what I've argued is, let's take the money that Planned Parenthood gets, let's not cut a penny, and let's take it from Planned Parenthood and give it to federally qualified health centers across this country who provide services to women, women's health services, but do not provide abortions. There is a strong bipartisan consensus in America that taxpayer money should not be used to fund abortions. And in the case of Planned Parenthood, number one, it is very unclear how all that money is intermingled, and number two, they have now been exposed for being involved in the trafficking of fetal human tissue for profit.
What do you say to the people who have medical issues that fetal tissue has helped provide medical research and has helped these people live better lives? What do you say to those people?
So there are cases, we're not getting into the weeds on it, but it's an important question. And there are cases where a child is miscarried or there's some other, natural end to a pregnancy. And in those cases, if there's something that can be salvaged from it that could help someone else, we're for it. No different than organ donation, where unfortunately someone who's young and healthy dies in a car accident. And I've had a relative who died an untimely death, and his organs were harvested and helped save people and provide organs for them. That's different from saying we're going to take the fetal tissue of aborted fetuses, because now what you've done is you've created an industry. Now what you've done is you've created an incentive for people to be pushed into abortions so that those tissues can be harvested and sold for a profit.
Don't you think that's a stretch, pushing people into abortions?
Absolutely. If you go to one of these centers, young women are provided very few options. In many places, they're not told anything about, for example, adoption services that might be available to them. The idea that, in essence, you come in and it's already predetermined. This is the direction that this is what this place does. It provides abortions, and we are going to channel you in that direction. And I just think you've created an industry now where you've created the situation where very much you've created an incentive for people not just to look forward to having more abortions, but being able to sell that fetal tissue for purposes, these centers, for purposes of making a profit off of it, as you've seen in some of these Planned Parenthood affiliates.
But Planned Parenthood does not make a profit off of this. They only recover their cost.
Well, again, that's unclear, and that's one of the things I hope the IRS will look into, as well as the Justice Department.